Welcome to my channel. Subscribe and press the bell icon button. Think happy, be happy and enjoy. The Wooden Bowl. Long time ago, a frail old man, after the death of his wife, went to live with his son in the city. The old man thought, "My son loves me, and is well settled in the town as a carpenter. He will surely welcome me in his household." But, the next day, when the old man reached his son's house, he received a cold reception from him. It was his grandson Richard, who hugged him and cried with joy, "I am glad to see you here. Now, I have my grandfather to tell me stories." The carpenter arranged a place for his father beneath the stairs. A bed made of hay and straw was laid there. Richard was surprised to see this. He asked his father, "Can't grandfather stay with me in my room?" "No, this bed will comfort him," said the carpenter. The little boy was confused. The next day, Richard took some hay from the grandfather's bed and hid it in his room. Meanwhile, the old man was heartbroken to see his son treating him in such a cold manner. But, he remained silent and continued to sleep on the straw bed, under the stairs. Time passed. Due to growing age and sadness, the old man fell ill. After many days of illness, the carpenter finally called in a doctor to see his father. Richard was worried to see his grandfather suffering. He asked the doctor, "When will he be fine?" "Take good care of him and he will be in a few days," replied the doctor. In a few days, the old man recovered, but the illness had made him too weak. His hands trembled, eyesight blurred, and steps faltered. But the carpenter was hardly worried about his father's health. It was little Richard who took care of his grandfather and read him stories. Time passed and Christmas Eve arrived. The carpenter's wife prepared a delicious dinner. "Mother, the turkey looks delicious. Grandfather will love it," said Richard. That night, the family sat down for the grand feast. Richard was very happy, as after a long illness his grandfather had joined them at the dining table. But, the carpenter was unhappy to see an old wobbling man trying to eat with shaky hands. Finally, losing his patience, the carpenter shouted, "Can't you eat properly? Why do your hands shake?" The old man was frightened. He could just manage to utter, "I am old, son." Richard was sad to see his grandfather treated in such a manner. After the delicious dinner, it was the turn for the dessert. In the magnificent china bowls, carpenter's wife served them pudding. The old man was delighted to see the bowl filled with pudding. He tried to eat a spoonful with his trembling hands. The spoon had just reached halfway to the mouth, when the old man's hand trembled and the spoonful of pudding spilled on the table. "You are making the table dirty. Can't you try eating properly?" shouted the carpenter. The old man kept quiet. Again, he tried to have a spoonful of pudding. This time, his hands shook violently and the delicate chinaware fell with a crash onto the floor. When the carpenter saw the expensive china bowl broken into pieces, he cried, "You old man! How can anyone treat you well? See what you have done. Should my hard-earned money be put to such use? Go, just go away." The next day, food was served to Richard's grandfather in a wooden bowl. The old man's eyes filled with tears. Richard was surprised to see all this. He asked, "Father, why this wooden bowl?" The carpenter replied, "I want to save money." Richard thought, "Perhaps I should also start saving something for my parents' old age." A few days later, the carpenter saw Richard sitting on the floor surrounded by some pieces of wood. "What are you making?" asked the carpenter. "Oh, I'm making a wooden bowl for you and Mama to eat your food when I grow up." Immediately, the carpenter realized his mistake. With eyes filled with tears, he begged forgiveness from his father. "Father, I was lost." Richard made me understand my mistakes. Please, forgive me. Since then, the family was together once again, and lived happily. Moral: no man can protect you like your father. No woman can love you like your mother. Please subscribe my channel and encourage me to upload more videos.
Like, comment, share, subscribe and press the bell icon and never miss another update.